Okay, so I'm on Life Path 8. It's winding down. I have one more to go, so 8 and then 9. I know it's a lot of talking. I'm talking a lot, and you do not have to look at the screen. You can just set your phone down or set it down and then just listen to it because it's a lot of information in reference to your life. It can have characteristics, it have ways of being, it could be situation or issues in your life, and you can put it in your life or understand it better just to have a better understanding of your life. And life path numbers, I'm going to go into that. So for you to find out what is your life path number, you have to know your date of birth. It's simple. You can find anyone's life path number. You just have to know their date of birth. So with the date of birth, you have to add all the numbers together. So that's the month, the day, and the year. So the month, if it's 11, you go 1 and 1 and 2. Then the day is 5. Then go 0, 0. And 1 and 1 is 0. It's still 11. No, it's still 2. It's 2. And then you add the 5, and then that's 7. And then you have to add the year. So it's 1990, whatever. And then that's your year. You add it together. So if you get a number like 35, then you still have to add it. And then you'll get 3 and 5 is 8. That is your life path. So then you would be life path 8. So that's actually the life path number that I'm doing right now is life path 8. Life path 8. So life path 8 is the path of empowerment. I'm using Creative Astrology website. So, and then I'm going to put the link in the description box. So you can always check on the link. If you don't want to hear me talking and all that stuff, I'm going to put the link in the description box. It's going to take you straight into Life Path 8. And I'm also going to include the Cafe Astrology. So if you want to check out your birth chart, you can check out your birth chart. It is free. Your birth chart tells you everything about your life, your sun, your moon, your Venus. It tells you everything you want to know about yourself. All you need to know is your birthday. If you know your time of birth, then you can get a lot more information from Cafe Astrology. 2 minutes in, oh my God. So I'm going to go straight into the article. Life Path 8 is a path of empowerment. Life Path 8 path signifies a lifetime of investing in yourself and overcoming judgments that stand between you and your strong ambitions. You will learn that others can only dominate you if you allow them to, and that all circumstances can be changed by taking determined action. You are here to learn about life's material and financial aspects from an intellectual and emotional perspective. I'm like, okay. Modern numerology often diminishes eights, life path eights, meaning with an almost exclusive focus on material and financial matters. Yes, 8 is the number of power on the physical plane, but it's also the number of true understanding and balance. Within each personal power is superficial and material gain is easily lost. Okay, so here's one. What is what that what this power is, I cannot say. All I know is that it exists and it becomes available only when you are in the state of mind in which you know exactly what you want and you are fully determined not to quit until you get it. This was written by Alexander Graham Bell. What this power is, I cannot say. All I know is that it exists and it becomes available only when you're in the state of mind in which you know exactly what you want and are fully determined and not to quit until you get it. So you don't stop until you get what you want. You know what you want and you have to achieve it. True understanding and balance and conspicuously missing in the world, which is why peace is impossible. 8 shows you the power plus love equal peace. The only thing that can stop you from achieving this balance or sharing your understanding with others is greed or the fear of losing what you have in terms of finance, material assets, and status. There's plenty of information out there, and Life Path 8 represents accurate understanding of existing information. Be aware of the tactics of others who seek to manipulate and control through misinformation, outright lies, and fear mongering. So, this is people who want to put fear in you by giving you wrong information or just straight lying. They're manipulating their control and understanding. They just have to be mindful of that. If it is your nature to want to appear fearless. You may deny that your fear exists even when it's obvious. An experience is gained. A certain fearlessness does develop, but first you must learn to be authoritative instead of domineering. So authoritative is giving authority, showing your authority without being domineering, without trying to dominate a person. Like, you can give authority and show your authority. Like, you can show that you are the boss. You don't have to try to dominate these people, belittle them, or make them feel less than. Like, you can show your power, like you can show your authority that you are the boss, without making someone feel less than. The only things you are meant to dominate are your own time and space. However, there will be times when you feel the whole world is or could be your domain. Like, you feel like you control everything, but no, you only control yourself and your time and space. That is it. Eventually, you will realize that fear is a natural emotion and the effect of something that requires caution on your part. It is impossible to exclude fear completely, as this would deprive you of the information, the true understanding you need in order to keep yourself correctly informed. And above all, safe. Instead of denying fear or dwelling in it, you must learn to welcome fear as the radar device it is supposed to be. Don't be afraid to be afraid. Instead of letting fear control you, let it be the messenger is meant to be. Fear is like a warning. It's a warning of danger. So then that's what you take it as a warning. Like, this is something I should not be around, or I should be careful with, because fear is a warning. Fear is an illusion. Fear is not real. The opposite of fear is faith, your faith. So, of course, matters of the heart can take fear or denial of fear to more difficult levels. Your fear of emotion makes pain. Fear of emotional pain makes you vulnerable inwardly, no matter how much confidence you exclude outwardly, until you realize that love can never hurt you. It is the loss of love that hurts. Love is a beautiful feeling. Like, to feel love is beautiful. And then when you lose it, that's when it hurts, when you don't have it. So that's that. Your childhood may have had some oppressive elements, such as financial, intellectual, or emotional poverty. Adults may not have appreciated your potential for success. Perhaps your interests did not fit in with their expectations or the reality of the world as it was them. There was either a strong emphasis on making something of yourself, or it was assumed that you would amount to nothing. Your determination to be somebody and your dread of being nobody propels you to seek your own route to personal satisfaction. Life Path 8s can experience problems with matters of entitlement. You're entitled to this, you're entitled to that. In some cases, your very title or name can be a problem. Childhood memories are vivid and motivate all our goals of today. At some point, you will decide that your background can no longer stand in your way. And because you want to succeed, you probably lean toward ideas that exemplify dignity, economy, and efficiency. Your behavior has a direct bearing on whether you will get what you want. You will know how to behave, and you know where your loyalties lie, and you know how to be discreet, secretive. I think childhood memories and anything from the past, it's like you have to learn to release what does not serve you. If it is not helping you, if it's not making your life any better, then you have to let it go so that you can move forward and live a fulfilling life. So that's just what I think. But what a diverse of collection of friends and acquaintances you have. You cannot adapt to them all. You must present yourself in a way that does not offend anyone and allows you to be seen as steady and reliable. People enjoy your presence, and you do have a strong and seductive presence. This is Life Path 8. I'm like, okay. You came into this lifetime to experience personal satisfaction. It is not a matter of forcing yourself to be content with mediocrity or pretending that you're satisfied. That's like keeping up appearances or acting or faking it. Like you just faking it for everybody else and you're empty inside, like, because you're faking it. Satisfaction is the relief that comes from knowing when enough is enough. Satisfaction is the opposite of greed. However, you do desire abundance. You want to make a lot of money. You are ambitious. You are excellent organizer, administrator, and persuader, provided it is you who gets to call the shots, that you are the boss. You are aware of how others fit in with your own plans and ambitions. You have an impressive ability to take control and direct. You want the freedom and the status that comes with money. And it's unfair to deny yourself these natural 8 desires. These are life path 8 desires. Like you want to have the money, the status, you want to have all these things. It's also unfair to deny yourself the education, the learning process, which enables you to fulfill these needs and helps you release you from the guilt and the anger that followed you through from childhood. Like childhood wounds, you have to learn to release them and let it go. That's the only way you can move forward freely. Like we all want to be free. Of course, it's not just about money, but money's everything. It's not about the money, but money is everything. Sometimes there is no amount of money that can give you what you want. Since love and acceptance are your greatest desires, but money is a tool, and it is important that you learn how it works, how to accumulate it, play with it, use it to get what you want without letting guilt tell you that your focus on money is wrong. Take only what you desire from life and no more. Life Path 8s who hoard and take everything are operating through greed. I paused it briefly. I forgot where I stopped. So I'm going to just start back. Take only what you desire from life and no more. Life Path 8s who hoard and take everything from operating through greed. They are greedy. Oh my God, that's bad. This brings no satisfaction whatsoever. So that's what it is. When you're greedy, you're never satisfied because you always want more. This brings no satisfaction whatsoever, even though they will deny their discontent. So they will deny that they are that they're not happy or that they're not satisfied. They'll act like they're satisfied, but they're not. They will also deny that they feel guilt about their obsession with materiality, with material things. When guilt is denied, Life Path 8's natural love of life is replaced by manipulation and or bullying. This is Life Path 8. So under evolved Life Path 8 energy, develops a dangerous obsession with power. They reach their goals but exclude the greatest power of all is love. From their accomplishments, the fact that they are despised simply adds fuel to their belief that you have to be ruthless to be successful. Then there are life path 8s who desire achievements and money but are afraid to take the risk. They believe asserting themselves would require. So they're afraid to take risk. They're not assertive. They don't know how to assert themselves. Because when you take risk, you have to be assertive and you have to be okay with taking a loss. You don't always take a loss. Sometimes you win, but you have to take a risk. They feel dissatisfied, resentful, and limited, but may deny these feelings completely, while the echoes of childhood tell them they do not have what it takes to succeed. Childhood wounds will always affect your future. So you have to learn to get over the past so you can move on to the future. Under evolved, that means when you have not grown, you have not healed, and you have not evolved to your full potential. Life path 8 can be avoided. Under evolved, so these are people that have not evolved and they are life path 8s, can be avoided by accepting that there's nothing wrong with wanting something better from life. Just remember that too much emphasis on money can lead to limited thinking, stifled creativity, and missed opportunities. Driving yourself and others too hard or trying to go at it alone so you don't have to share are also destructive elements. You are a magician at heart. Your power is to manifest, is instinctive. The Midas touch. The Midas touch. You know what the Midas touch is? The Midas touch is everything that you touch is gold. Everything that you touch flourishes. Everything that you touch prospers, succeeds, and is gold. Is golden. That's the Midas touch. A strong magnetism that attracts material reward. But Life Path 8 reaches its true potential when its spiritual and emotional aspects are understood. So you are here to discover personal satisfaction, which cannot be attained without loving intent. It is through the power of intent that you are able to manifest anything at all. Intent is desire. Desire is love. So what it is that you desire, what it is that you love. Always be aware of what you are trying to manifest and how you're weaving your magic. Life Path 8 helps you to network, organize, convince, and connect. It helps to bring you to the right place at the right time, introduce you to the right people, and set you up in the right circumstances. Knowing this enables you to live and succeed by intuition. Intuition is the knowing. You get that gut feeling. That's your intuition. Emotional awareness. The way you feel about something. Remember, the balance is one of the key ingredients of magic. Another is presence. This means that being there and being focused. I keep talking. My voice gets so dry. You learn quickly from those mistakes that you actually admit to. You are instinctively aware of the laws of cause and effect. You learn that if you do something this way, this will result. If you do something that way will result. And results are what you constantly seek along Life Path 8. Let me get some water. You like to play it safe in most cases, but issues will arise which require leaps of faith into the darkness of uncertainty. Visualize end result. Plan the steps you will need to take to reach your goal. Treat each step as a goal in itself. Request the cooperation of others to take care of smaller details while you focus on the big picture. You don't have to do everything by yourself. Treat others with compassion and respect. Their input and feelings are important. You have the ability to utilize the talents of others to manifest what you or they could achieve alone. The end result is something which bears the trademark of your creative genius. Although others did contribute to it, learn to give credit where it is due, or the resentment of others will get in your way. And you don't want people to hate you, so you have to give them credit when it's due. Acknowledge them, praise them when you have to, you know. Back to the article. You want the best of everything, and you know you must give your very best. Your pride can be a positive force which prevents you from rushing into situations you are not ready for. From assuming you are more talented than you are, your strong desire for status provides dignity, which in turn becomes part of the magnetism that makes you attractive. There may be aspects of you that are wild, but your sense of propriety will always bring you back to a more conservative and down to earth approach. Life will connect you to influential people. These are important people who can open doors for you. You can learn from them, and they can learn from you. You may also have friends who focus on humanitarian or artistic pursuits. That means they're helping people. It is you who can open doors for them. Some people travel the Life Path 8 taking only its rewards. Others master it by taking its rewards and sharing them. You love success, and you can be excited about someone else's success as you are about your own. Well, almost. Did you know that often talk in tangents? Did you know that you often talk in tangents? Life Path 8s? You often get going verbally. You talk a lot. I talk a lot, but I'm not a Life Path 8. There is little that can stop you expressing everything in the dynamic mind of yours. One sentence is often interrupted by a completely unrelated thought, shifting your conversation from one topic to another without even a pause to catch your breath. Then you will ask yourself, what was I talking about? And with a certain grace, you'll find a common link which will bring the topic back to its original focus. You always want more, you always want to do better, and you always want to return on your time and investment. Or you may deny that you are dissatisfied with your life. You are afraid to feel the guilt that comes from wanting more, or you may be too proud to admit your discontent, even to yourself. Eventually, your need to propel yourself forward will force you to face reality and realize that self-denial is unnecessary. Satisfaction is never permanent. It is an ongoing series of stops in your journey in which to experience sensations of happiness and thankfulness for who you are, the way your life is proceeding, and for those who contribute to it. So it's being thankful, being humble. These are times when you feel compelled to stop what you are doing, realize how far you have traveled, and how much you love and give and receive, and genuine contentment, like you're actually happy with yourself and with your life and everything you have done. It is an exciting rush of warm emotion which saturates the mind and body. This is love of life, and you will not want these intensely personal episodes to be interrupted by your business agenda. This feeling is the reason, the main reward for everything else you do. You can be an excellent entrepreneur, but you prefer a stable environment. Once established, you don't want to take chances or make too many changes. Wow, Life Path 8 has so much stuff. It's so long. But I'm trying to get through it. Okay. Here we go. Satisfaction is never permanent. It is an ongoing series of stops in your journey which to experience sensations of happiness and thankfulness for who you are, the way your life is proceeding, and for those who contribute to it. These are times when you feel compelled to stop what you're doing, realize how far you've traveled, how much love you give and receive, and feel genuine contentment. It is an exciting rush of warm emotion which saturates the mind and body. I read this part. Let me stop. Life Path 8 has a lot of information, and I'm already 25 minutes in, so I'm going to just go straight into the last paragraph. The link is in the description box. If you can relate to anything here and you're more interested and you want to know more about it, because it's like maybe like 8 more paragraphs. I was like, oh my god, like this is a lot. So I'm gonna just go straight to the last paragraph. Here it goes. Your reputation is important to you. Any form of rejection can leave you unable to function. You can go to extraordinary lengths just to prove, oh my god, extraordinary lengths to prove just how likable you are. This too is normal for Life Path 8s who are uncertain of their higher purpose. Because we all have a purpose and you have to figure it out. What is your life purpose? Only you can determine your higher purpose by the way you feel. You have to be in tune with your emotions. And it is only on the 8th path, Life Path 8, of manifestation, money, power, and satisfaction, that you will ever discover what it is. You will know what it is when your activities create passion, love, and enthusiasm in you. And still, the only way you'll be able to fulfill your higher purpose is from a position of true understanding and balance. How you reach this is entirely your own business, your own passion, and your own calling. One thing is certain, you have the power. Like, you have to be in tune with yourself, understand yourself, release what doesn't serve you, get rid of those childhood, not get rid, but you have to get over it. Get over childhood problems, childhood wounds. Life Path 8 I think it had the most information on here, and it's a path of empowerment. It's a path of empowerment, and it has a lot of information. I don't know if many of us can be Life Path 8, but if you are interested in Life Path 8 and how to make your life better and more Life Path 8s are organized, pretty organized. They have so many bad traits, but there's a lot of good qualities too with Life Path 8. But the only way for you to achieve greatness is you have to have balance. You have to balance yourself. But that is pretty much it. I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for clicking on the video. All of the information will be in the description box, and you just tap on the links. If you want to know your birth chart information, that information is also in the description box. Always lead with love. Thanks for watching. I have one more life path to go. That is Life Path 9. So that will be it for today. So thanks for watching. Bye.